Dear students, here we are beginning with our accounting treatment in consignment. So, as a part of consignment accountancy, before I explain you the journal entries, you need to know how these accounting transactions, these journal entries cycle takes place in consignment. You all already have an idea about consignment. Consignment is where the goods are sent by the owner to the agent so that that particular agent will sell on behalf of the owner all these products. So first step in consignment is always consignor sending goods on consignment. Like for example, if I am running a business, I cannot be in the every state where there is demand for my product or where I want my product to be sold. So in such a situation, what I'll generally do is I'll pick up the agents in that particular areas and I'll send my goods to them in some lot where I'll fix a price, asking them to sell each product for that price, and as a part of their service towards me, I'll pay them commission. So this is how the first step in consignment begins. When we write the journal entry, the first journal entry will be for the goods sent on consignment. So when the owner is sending the goods on consignment, definitely he'll incur some expenses, like they could be the loading charges, that could be the transportation charges, or it could be the insurance which is taken on the items, and any other such expense which the consignor incurs before, we can say, when the goods are being handed over to the consignee. So the second entry, journal entry, which we are going to write, it will be about the expenses which are incurred by the consignor. And after that, the third entry, it speaks about the advance which is paid by the consignee. Some agents, what they do is, or some owners, now again this is the understanding between the consignor and the consignee, the owner, the principal, and the agent. In case if agent is paying any advance, we will have to write journal entry for that. But advance, as we all know, this is a kind of guarantee for the goods which he is receiving a little amount which is paid towards the goods which he or she has received. And this advance, it could be paid in any way. It could be paid in cash, it could be paid in bank, or it could be bill of exchange. Bill of exchange is nothing, children, but it is a credit note. Right now I haven't taken a bill of exchange chapter yet, because I just wanted to go from easy to a bit tougher chapter. But anyhow, when I am explaining about the journal entries, I'll definitely speak about bills of exchange. So here, advance which consignee is paying to the consignor. Advance means what? Which will be paid back to the consignee. Okay, so this is a kind of guarantee amount which the consignee keeps with the consignor later, where the consignor will pay it back. For example, it's very common these days that when we take a house for rent, we pay advance of the rent, say 2 months advance, and later on when we are vacating, this 2 months advance will be given back to us. So it is a kind of guarantee which the owner is keeping with him or her. So the third entry, journal entry, which you will be writing, dear students, that will be regarding the advance which will be paid to the consignee back, and initially this advance amount is paid to the consignor, which is related to the goods which consignee is receiving. And the next general entry, it will be about the expenses which consignee is incurring, which consignee is paying. Like it could be the unloading charges, it could be the transportation charges till the items he has received reaches to his godown, it could be the godown rent, or it could be the salary of the personnel whom he has appointed to work on behalf of him in selling these products, or any other expense which consignee is putting towards this consignment, towards these goods. So that will be fourth entry. Now after incurring all these expenses, what is the main motto of consignee? To sell the products which are sent to him. So the fifth entry will be the goods when they are sold. How we'll write the journal entry? Here we'll be writing journal entry in the books of both the parties, consignor at the same time consignee. So that is going to be our fifth journal entry. Sixth journal entry is commission due to consignee. Now goods are sent, okay, consignor has incurred expenses, then consignee paid advance, he incurred expenses, he sold goods. Why consignee is doing all this work? To get the commission. So we'll pass the journal entry. When commission is paid, how it will be written in the books of consignor. When commission is received, how it will be written in the books of consignee. Then the next journal entry will be the valuation of unsold stock with consignee. Now we have sent the goods to consignee for sales, but there is no guarantee that the number of items we have sent, they are all sold. If they are all sold, it's well and good, but in case if there are any items which are left out, which are not sold, that will be regarded as a closing stock. For that we'll pass the journal entry in the books of consignee, and then consignor, and the next journal entry, it will be about profit and loss of consignment. Now dear students, as I said, if I am a businessman and there is demand in various states for my product, and also I want my products to reach there, I want to sell, the main motto is of course profit making. And so these consignments, like for example, if I have sent my goods to Madras, Chennai, Delhi, these consignments in my books of accounts I'll maintain as Mumbai consignment, Delhi consignment and Chennai consignment. To know why I'm making all these three different accounts, to know whether I made profit or loss on the consignment of Mumbai, Delhi and Chennai. So this profit and loss here on consignment, when I have sent a consignment thinking that yes, obviously the main motto is to make profit, but really that profit is being made after the consignee has sold the items or not, and the journal entry will be passed here. How to, in case if we get profit on account of this consignment, how to post it, and so is with loss. The ninth journal entry, it will be about settlement with consignee. Settlement with consignee means, okay, now the whole process is done, he sold it, we paid his commission, regarding the unsold stock he gave us full account. We have also come to know regarding the profit and loss which we have made on this consignment. Now the final settlement is with consignee. Like after he has sold the items, commission, after taking out his expenses, commission, what is the amount that has to reach to the consignor, and what are the amounts to be paid to consignee. So this is about the settlement with consignee. And the last account will be the closing of ledger accounts, and here in ledger accounts our trading and profit and loss, will just close that which are related to our consignment, which are related to the goods which are sent on consignment. So this is how the cycle of the journal entries will go around, dear students. Next followed will be the journal entries on our consignment chapter.